Hello everyone, welcome back to Dr. Coda's medical coding classes. So today I'm going to discuss part 2 of chapter 15, pregnancy, childbirth and puerperium. I have done this in two sessions. The first session is already released, so now I'm going to take the second session, pregnancy, childbirth and puerperium. Sepsis, septic shock complicating pregnancy, childbirth and puerperium. So if the condition is sepsis complicating pregnancy or childbirth, then what you have to code is, the first code is the O code. As always, the O code, sepsis complicating pregnancy code, O series. Okay, and the second code will be the specific type of infection. That is, here it is sepsis A40 or A41 series. And if in the question it is sepsis, severe sepsis, then additionally you have to code for severe sepsis, that is R65.2. And if any associated organ dysfunction means, you have to mention that also. Okay, so the first code will be sepsis complicating pregnancy O code. Second code will be sepsis code A40 or A41. Then if it is severe sepsis means, the third code will be R65.2. And if any associated organ failure or organ dysfunction is there means, it should be given as the fourth code. Next condition is puerperal sepsis. So the code for puerperal sepsis is O85. So if in the documentation the condition is puerperal sepsis means, the first code should be O85 series. After O85, the second code to be given is here code for organism. Okay, if it is pregnancy, sepsis complicating pregnancy, the second code was code for sepsis A40 or A41. But puerperal sepsis, there is a difference. That is, here A40 or A41 should not be coded. Instead of that, you have to code for the organism. Organism code should be taken from B95 or B96 series. And also here, if it is severe sepsis means, same. Additionally, you have to take R65.2, and if any associated organ failure is there means, you have to code for that also. Okay, so the main point is here, instead of A40 or A41, we have to code for the organism B95 or B96. Then the next one is alcohol use during pregnancy, childbirth or puerperium. So, if it is alcohol use complicating pregnancy, childbirth or puerperium, then the first code is O99.31. Okay, complicated by alcohol use. And the second code will be F10 series, that particular alcohol related disorder. Okay, like alcohol abuse or alcohol dependence or whatever it is the condition, that will be the second code, F10. Okay, then next one is tobacco use during pregnancy, childbirth or puerperium. So, if it is tobacco use complicating pregnancy, childbirth or puerperium, the first code is again O99 point. Here it is 33. Okay, O99.33. And the second one is F17. That is, if it is tobacco means, we have to take code from nicotine. No. So, nicotine dependence code. Okay. So if the patient is a smoker, pregnant patient who is smoking means, we have to take this code, tobacco use. Okay. And the next one is drug use during pregnancy, childbirth or puerperium. Here also the first code is O99.3 series, O99.32, and the second code will be the manifestation of drug use. So according to which drug, it depends. Okay, it depends from F11 to F16 and F18 and F19 according to which drug, the manifestation of drug use. Next one is poisoning, toxic effect, adverse effect and underdosing complicating pregnancy, childbirth or puerperium. Here the first code is O code O9A.2 and the second code is code for appropriate code from table of drugs and chemicals. Okay, in the here if it is poisoning, the condition is, the second one will be the code for table of drugs and chemicals. But if it is adverse effect or underdosing, the second code will be condition caused by them. Okay, there is a difference for poisoning and adverse effect and underdosing codes. So, according to that guideline, you have to take. If it is poisoning means, the first code will be O9A.2, second code will be code from table of drugs and chemical, third code will be condition caused by them, if any. Toxic effect also means the same. But if it is adverse effect or underdosing, the code will be opposite. First code will be O9A.2, second will be condition caused by them, if any, and third will be the code from table of drugs and chemicals. Next one, encounter for full term uncomplicated delivery. The code for full term uncomplicated delivery encounter is O80. Okay, so what is full term? A term baby means if he complete 37 weeks or above means it is a term baby. It is referred as term baby. Okay, so to give this code O80, the baby should be a term baby, that is 37 weeks should be completed, and the delivery should be normal. It should not be a cesarean delivery. The delivery should be a normal delivery, normal vaginal delivery it should be, and the infant should be a single healthy infant without complication, and also no other instrumentations or no forceps, no episiotomy. The presentation and everything should be normal, like that. Okay, so if everything is perfect, we can give the code O80, encounter for full term uncomplicated delivery. No other code from chapter 15 should be used with it. Okay, what are chapter 15 codes? They are complications of pregnancy. So if any complication means we cannot give O80. So with O80, there should not be any other O codes. Next one, uncomplicated delivery with resolved antepartum complication. That is, even if the patient have some complication in his first or second trimester, but if the complication resolved or recovered at the time of delivery means if other conditions permits, we can give the code O80, that is encounter for full term uncomplicated delivery, which means if any complications were present at the first or second trimester but it resolved at the time of delivery means you can give O80. Next one is outcome of delivery. The code is Z37.0, that is outcome of delivery for O80. Okay, for we know for all documentation where the delivery occurs, we have to give a code from Z37. So if the condition is O80, that is full term uncomplicated delivery means the Z37 code will be Z37.0, single live birth. Okay. Next one is peripartum and postpartum periods. So what is postpartum and peripartum? Postpartum is immediately after delivery and continues for 6 weeks after delivery. Okay, up to 6 weeks after delivery it is called postpartum. So what is peripartum? Peripartum is the last month of pregnancy to 5 months postpartum. Okay, peripartum, it includes both antepartum and postpartum period. Okay, last month of pregnancy to 5 months postpartum. Now, what is peripartum and postpartum complications? The complication which occur in this period, peripartum or postpartum period, is called peripartum and postpartum complications. Next one, pregnancy related complication after 6 weeks period. So, even after the peripartum or postpartum period, if the condition is clearly stated as pregnancy related condition, we can give it as O code. Okay, that is if the complication originates in the period of pregnancy means you can consider it as a pregnancy related complication and you can give a O code for it. Next one, admission for routine postpartum care following delivery outside hospital. So the code here is Z39.0, encounter for care and examination of mother immediately after delivery. This code you have to give when the delivery occurred outside hospital, maybe at the home or on the way to hospital or somewhere. Okay, outside the hospital. If the delivery occurred outside the hospital and patient comes to hospital soon after delivery for the postpartum care, after delivery care. Okay, at that time you have to give this code Z39.0, encounter for care and examination of mother immediately after delivery. Next one, pregnancy associated cardiomyopathy. The code for cardiomyopathy, pregnancy associated cardiomyopathy, is O90.3. It is also known as peripartum cardiomyopathy. Okay, so this cardiomyopathy, this code O90.3 should be given only in this case where the patient do not have any pre-existing heart disease and as a result of pregnancy this patient have cardiomyopathy, then you can give the code O90.3. Okay, that is pregnancy associated cardiomyopathy code. Next one is sequelae. The code for sequelae is O94. O94. Okay, so the sequelae code can be used at any time after the initial postpartum period. Okay, so what is the sequencing of sequelae? So first you have to code what condition is caused by the sequelae. And the second one you have to code this O94 sequelae code. So what is sequelae? Sequelae is nothing but a consequence or a late effect. Okay, so if patient have some pregnancy complication and due to that pregnancy complication, patient have some other causes, some other late effects, means that is the sequelae of that particular pregnancy complication. So first you have to code that particular sequelae condition. What is the consequence? And then you have to give O94 code. Next one is abortion. Abortion is of two types: spontaneous abortion or miscarriage, and termination of pregnancy. Okay, termination of pregnancy or induced. Okay, so next one, abortion with a live born fetus. If abortion results in a live born fetus, then first you have to code Z33.2 and counter for elective termination. And second, since it is a live born fetus, you have to give outcome of delivery Z37 code. Next one is retained product of conception following abortion. What is retained product of conception means? That is, after abortion, if some products of conception, some products of pregnancy or the fetal materials or something is remained in the body, means that is called retained product of conception following abortion, after abortion. Okay, so you have to look if there is any complication associated with, or if no complication is associated with it. Okay, on the basis of that, it is divided into without complication and with complication. If it is without complication, the codes are O03.4 and O07.4 based on if it is spontaneous or a termination. Okay, elective termination. And with the complication, O03, O04, O07 series. Next one is abuse in pregnant patient. So for abuse in pregnant patient, you have to identify what type of abuse it is. Okay, it is of three types: physical abuse, sexual abuse, and psychological abuse. If it in the question, if it is physical abuse, means the code is O98.3, sexual abuse means O98.4, and psychological abuse means O98.5. That should be the first code. Okay, whatever is the abuse, the type of abuse, code accordingly. And the second code is any associated injury. So in physical abuse and sexual abuse, if any injury is associated with it, means you have to code for that also. And the third code is the perpetrator of abuse, that is who have done the abuse. If it is mentioned, means you have to take the perpetrator code from Y07 series. Next one is COVID-19 infection. This is a newly added code. So if a pregnant patient comes to hospital for COVID-19, the first code should be O98.5, other viral disease complicating pregnancy. And then after that, the second code is COVID positive code, that is U07.1. And then if any associated manifestation like pneumonia or acute bronchitis or some condition is there, means code for that also. The second one is the reason for admission is unrelated to COVID-19. That is, the patient is pregnant, the patient is COVID positive, but currently she is coming to hospital for some other reasons. COVID unrelated condition means the first code should be that particular unrelated condition. The second code will be O98.5, other viral disease complicating pregnancy. And the third code will be COVID positive code U07.1, and the last code will be the associated manifestation code. So with that, we complete chapter 15. It is in 2 sessions. If you didn't watch the first session, means you can see that video. So hope you understood. If you have any doubt, means you can ask in the comment section. Thank you.